going to show you how to make loads of different pasta shapes, and it all begins right here. This is a pasta sheet that's been rolled out on the thinner setting on the pasta machine, and from here this is how you make your lasagna sheets, or how you form all your other shapes that the girls are going to show you. So these are your basic lasagna sheets. Now what I would normally do here is just let them air dry, make sure they're not touching, and then I pop them in an airtight container and store them.
But you can use them for fresh as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You could parboil these for a minute or two and then use them for a lasagna, and the taste when you make a fresh lasagna with fresh pasta, it's like a completely different dish.
When we do this as a family, we tend to make it en masse because then there's loads of us helping get through it quicker, and then we do dry it so that we've got it.
It's a good chance for gossip too, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I have been given the task of making these beautiful little farfalle. Look a little bit like hair clips. I've got Emmy's beautiful lasagna sheets here. Our little tortelli cutters. I mean, we brought these back from Italy, but you can get them in UK stores. So I'm basically gonna cut these in half. So I've got kind of narrower strips.
A farfalle is basically a rectangle squished.
You've been getting so much stick for that one.
Have I? I think it's a great way.
It's a great way to describe it. But
You're creating a rectangle and you're squishing it.
That's not very good rectangle. I've just made little rectangles with little crinkly edges. I take my rectangle and I squish it in the middle. If you don't have your crinkly cutter, you could just get a fork, a simple fork. Just press your fork down the side and cut into your rectangles, and as always, squishy in the middle. And there we go.
I have got a long piece of lasagna sheet that Emmy's just given me. I'm just going to put it down on a floured surface because you need this to be a little bit dry on each side. What I'm going to do is fold this in half and in half again. From this, I am able to make linguine, tagliatelle, pappardelle. It's just a matter of changing the size. So here we've got a whole load of little linguine, and I'm just going to trim my edge. And linguine are really, really, really little thin. They're almost like the thickness of a spaghetti, but they're squished flat. Pop them on a tray with a bit of polenta or semolina because that stops it from sticking. And as we said before, the more flour you add, the heavier the pasta. And just make sure they're separate, and now they can air dry for a little bit. If, however, you want to make tagliatelle, you want to do it thickness of about 1 centimetre. In much the same way, you just want to dust it with some polenta. And then the last one is pappardelle, which is about 1 inch thick. These are great with meat sauces. Pappardelle are great with a heavier sauce because obviously the pasta can hold the sauce much better, whereas linguine might take a more delicate sauce like a fish sauce. So you've seen what we've done here. It's really simple. We've tried a few different shapes, but the possibilities are endless. Just give it a go, have fun, and let us see what shapes you can make.